Okay, back to what I was saying. Breaking down who Satan is. What Satan is an infrastructure. An infrastructure, which is an organization. That organization consists of some of the wealthiest individuals on earth, around the world. And as those wealthiest individuals come together into a bond, an allegiance, a brother and a sisterhood, as they come together, they form an infrastructure and an organization. That organization that they form, is a governmental order. That governmental order is called the New World Order. Okay? And within that governmental infrastructure, which is called the New World Order, that is the representation of Satan. Satan is a body of some of the wealthiest individuals, which is an infrastructure. Okay? Now that you know the enemy, okay? Those wealthy men that is within the enemy, that is within the enemy, okay? The infrastructure is Satan. And the individuals that establish organizations, establish branches of institutions, corporations, industrial businesses, different infrastructures. All of those corporations are linked together in order to control us, to control our society, to control our communities, to control our educational systems, to control our financial infrastructures, to control the masses, to keep them right there in one spot, financially, politically, educationally, and economically. Okay? Now, these wealthy men that is within the infrastructure of Satan are Satan's children. And they are called devils. Now, a lot of people were confused when the Muslims, the black Muslims came, and they used to call white people blue-eyed devils. And this was predominantly in the late 50s through the middle and the early and the late 60s. And it still goes on today. Okay? And the reason why is this, because what they are doing is they are tracing back in time of what has been builded as institutions and organizations that control us, okay? And they're looking back on that. And the organizations that control us, that was built and orchestrated by these devils within the infrastructure of Satan, was predominantly Caucasian. Caucasian is of the European nation. The European nation, which is the Caucasian people, is white. So there was a reason why they said white devils. But now, you can't call everyone a white devil now. Because of the simple fact, everyone that you see that is white does not have a governmental seal on them. Does not have the same agenda that the government has. Does not involve with the government. Okay? So every white person is not a white devil. Okay? Because if that was the case, you would have black devils also. If that was the case, you would have Latino devils. If that was the case, you would have mulatto devils. If that was the case. So, the ones that we should call devils and the ones that they refer to as white devils, blue eye, blonde hair, are the ones that is within that infrastructure of Satan, which is the New World Order, which is a governmental order. Okay? So that's understandable why they call them devils. Okay? Now, the white people that you see, even us as a society, that are being oppressed by these organizations and institutions, that these devils within the infrastructure of Satan has pressed upon us to control us, these policies serve as slave masters to the point where they are subjected to not even do anything and let the pen, the signature that they put their names to, and the policy serve as the slave master, which is a form of technology running us, which are nothing but robots. But it is manuscript robot, which serves as a slave master to control us. And we are being puppets by the institutions and the organizations that these devils, which are the wealthiest men in the world, that these devils has orchestrated. And now that these slave masters that serves as policies control us, they invade our society and impose sinful threats to us, to our well-being. And as they are imposing sinful threats to our well-being, we are demon-possessed. Because we follow the policies of the devils. This is the policies, the institutions, the rules and regulations, the policies that hold the institutions together are slave masters. And that is the devil's food. And the devil food possesses us. And we eat the food and it controls us. So we are demon possessed. No matter what color, no matter what gender you are, the devil food does not discriminate. Anyone that is controlled by these institutions and infrastructures and organizations that was set up to control and dominate, divide and conquer our people from those devils in the high chair in infrastructure of Satan, then you are demon possessed. And there is a lot of us that are demon possessed. Now that you know the enemy, how can you wage war with them? We're not going to wage war physically. That would be stupid. If we wage war with the enemy, get guns, heavy artillery, yeah, that's fine and dandy to come up with, but what are we going to do with it? We're going to kill ourselves and get them killed. So that's a junkie mission. You're setting up yourself a failure.